Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today I had off, and I'm like, okay, let me get up early, run some errands, because I'm going out of town later on this weekend. And so today is the only day that I have off to do any running around, pick up last little minute stuff to go out of town with, grocery shopping, clean the house, like the whole spectrum of things that you normally have to do. So let me tell you how I started going to the list. I couldn't lose the bed. As you do, I couldn't lose the bed. But you know what? That's life. And that's one of the reasons for the vlogs, is so you can just see what life is. And so we can start beating ourselves up about the stuff that we have on these grand schemes and plans and designs that we think we're going to do, and understand that life happens, and just accept it, laugh about it, keep smiling, and keep moving. So it was hard for me to lose the bed, which pushed me back on my time. Then I had to make my first stop, and then once I got there, that was like waiting room only. Literally, I had to stand for 30 minutes before I can even get a seat to sit down for another hour until I got called. And then when I got called, luckily, all that went good. The person that I had to do business with, everything went smooth. So I got that done and taken care of and out of the way. So I'm happy about that. So, but again, that put me back on time, because I was supposed to go do that and be there at like 8:45 this morning. Yeah, I got there about 10 o'clock. I was supposed to go shopping, go to the grocery store, take my sister around to do what she was supposed to do, take my son to the mall to pick him up some stuff for our trip, come back home, put the groceries up, cook dinner, clean my house. Yeah, I was trying to be Superwoman. And I'm about Batgirl at best. How about that? So I wanted to know, what do you guys want to see from my channel outside of what I'm already going to be doing? Yes, I'm going to have the 90-day vlogs, but I'm also going to be doing other stuff, just random stuff. So I just thought I'd come on here and talk to you guys and talk to you about life, let you see what my day is like. So we'll have like car chats outside of the weekly vlogs, because those won't always be in the car. And you know what, let me apologize, because okay, so I ordered yesterday from Amazon a stabilizer for my phone while I'm doing my car chats, because I noticed in my videos that the phone just be jumping. So I apologize, I'm sorry about that. So let me know what you want to see. If you want to see more videos with me and my husband, if you just want to see what I'm doing, what are you guys interested in? Leave a comment below. Also, like, subscribe, and let's become a family, okay? I look forward to positive feedback, and hopefully I can give positive feedback where needed. So one of the things that I had to do today is take care of some business for my son. And I am my son's, how can I put this? I am my son's legal guardian, because I said I wasn't going to do that. I was going to be honest on here, and it is what it is. This is my business. If I want to share it, I can share it. It is. And if I don't like it, oh well. But I think sometimes sharing your personal experiences and the things that you go through can help other people. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to start doing vlogs anyway, and was to help others. Because if I would have had the help when I needed the help, or knew how to deal with something before it happened, I'd have been in a much better off sooner. Because I'm okay now, but I would have been better off sooner. So my son suffers from mental illness, and now I am his guardian. I'm not just his mother, but I'm also his guardian. And it is very stressful. And so I would like to talk to you guys about that if you want to hear about that. It's very stressful when you're a single mother. It's very stressful when you're a single mother of 4 kids and he's the oldest. And then also dating and bringing someone new into the situation, and having them understand and showing them how to understand how to deal with someone with mental illness. Because a lot of times we as people, when we see someone and they're whole in the physical sense, we don't think anything is wrong. When in actuality, mentally, something is wrong. So how it was explained to me is, if you see somebody and they have a leg amputated, you feel sorry for them and you'll try to help them if you can. If their arm is missing, you'll feel sorry for them. You try to help them if they can. If they have cancer, you feel sorry and you try to help them, because those are physical ailments and attributes that your physical eye can see to know that something is wrong. So when somebody is whole, they have all their limbs, they're not physically sick, you think they're fine. They can get over it. And mental illness is not like that. And just because somebody has clarity for an hour, a day, a week, and is in their right mind, does not mean that there is nothing going on. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that, share a little bit of my journey of how I've dealt with everything, different resources on how to do that, how to deal with me as a mother, like not feeling bad about myself, not feeling like, oh my God, what did I do? Because you have all these emotions, because you know it's quick to blame yourself and feel guilt. I wasn't a good enough mother, I wasn't there, I worked too much, I did this, I did that, when sometimes it's hard to just step back and say, you know what, and stand in your truth. My truth is, I was a young mother. I have no shame in my game. I had my oldest son when I was 14 years old. So I was a child raising a child and had to grow up quick. And so did I make some decisions that probably were not the best? Of course, I was a child, but I've owned those decisions, and I've even apologized to my son and my other children about any wrong decisions that I made that may not have been the best for them. And I don't feel, no ways about it, because some people are like, why would you apologize, and you the mama? And it's not about that. These are still human beings that you are shaping and molding to be productive citizens in society. And a part of that is helping them grow, learn, heal, ask for forgiveness, and be forgiving. And if you can't show them those things, then you are failing as a parent. So, like I said, did I always make the best decisions? No, I didn't. And am I quick to say, you know what, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did it that way, we should have did it this way, please forgive me? Yes. But then you also have to learn how to take yourself off the cross. And that's something that I've learned dealing with my son and him having mental illness, is that I can't live on that cross for him. And what I mean that, if you are religious at all or know anything about the story of Christ, he died on the cross. And so that's why I say that. It's because he was beaten and crucified and nailed to this cross to hang for everything. So that's why I say that. I cannot be on this cross for you, especially when I've apologized profusely and I'm trying to deal with you and figure this out and help you through this. I can't stay on the cross. And I used to feel guilty about that, but I no longer feel guilty about that. Did it take me time to get there? Yes, it did. Did it take me crying, snotting, woe is me? Yes, it did, because it did not happen overnight, because his mental illness did not happen overnight. And the reason why I'm sharing this, because I know some people are going to be like, why would you share that story? Why would you tell people that? Why would you put that out on the internet? The reason why I'm telling it is because I found out when I was going through this process with my son that people that I knew closer to me knew about this particular mental illness, had dealt with this before with other people, but never talked about it. And I'm talking about family. Okay, so one of the things you learn with mental illness, and one of the things they ask you when you're going through this, and I'm talking about the psychiatrists and doctors and everybody involved, is there any mental illness in your family? So my whole little merry old life while I'm raising my children, I'm like, nope. Because I'm thinking we all good. Lies you tell. No, we was not. Okay, so, excuse me, I'm still driving. But, if I had known, and not known like all the business, but if I had known something, I would have known how to deal with it. I'd have known how to see the signs. Now, when I was younger, I was in a household with somebody who had mental illness. But at the time, I was a child, so I did not know or recognize what that was. I just thought that was so-and-so. I'm not going to put no names out because I'm not about to put everybody else's business out there. My business I put out, everybody else's I ain't. So I just thought that was so-and-so. That's just how they were. I did not know that they were suffering from mental illness. So I said, okay. So then I found, certain things that I witnessed and experienced as a child began to come back to me, because I remember, okay, that's why this person did this, and that's why that person did that, but if somebody would have told me beforehand what it was, instead of trying to shelter me or put it under the rug or sweep it in the closet and act like it didn't exist and please don't talk. And let me just say this. We need to stop doing that. Okay? We need to stop doing that. Because you think you helping people, but you're not helping nobody. Only thing you're doing is trying to hide what should be out anyway. Because I would have been able to give these doctors a history, because I would have known what my history is, and you hid my history from me. You'll tell me if the family got cancer. You'll tell me if so-and-so got diabetes. You should tell me if somebody got mental illness. It's the same thing. The same thing. So my son was diagnosed with bipolar, schizophrenic, depression, and this whole long list of other things. And do I pray that he is whole and healed every day? Yes, I do. Do I have to deal with whatever my reality is with him for that day? Yes, I do. Some people, Christians, will be like, no, you posted. I get it. But I still have to deal in reality. And the reality is that my son needs help. My son needs medication. My son needs supervision. My son needs to make sure he's taken care of and looked after. And I can't live in la-la land, until he's healed. I have to just believe that one day he'll be healed and keep operating in the now until it's done, if that makes any sense. So let me backtrack. I'm not gonna make this video too long, but I'm just gonna backtrack, give you a synopsis, and if you want to know any more information, I can do another video, or I can do a video series on dealing with someone, a family member or close loved one with mental illness. I can't give you diagnosis and all that kind of stuff. I can only give you my experience and what it's been like dealing with this, and how I'm dealing with it, and how I'm able to stay mentally stable myself. Because for a minute there, I thought maybe I was going to the left. Like, okay, wait a minute, I didn't put you in this mental facility. Maybe I need to go check in and just chill with you, and we just go get some therapy together for about 60 days. Because that's how serious it gets, especially when you're the primary caregiver to the person who is mentally ill. So backtrack. My son was experimenting with some drugs that brought all of this on. And the way the doctors explained it to me is that it was probably always there, but the drugs brought it out. And that can happen. That's not to say it would have never came out on its own or anything like that, but that's what happened. That was the catalyst to his problems. Now, what they tell you is when they're diagnosing you, treating the patient, and doing all this kind of stuff, and they start putting them on all these different psychosomatic drugs and this, that, and the other, they will tell you if that patient comes off those drugs, they will be worse than what they was going on. Well, needless to say, I've experienced that. Well, my son is worse than he was before he went on. And ain't been quite right since we got him back on. But that's a whole nother story. So like I said, I could do a whole series. I just wanted to check in with you, talk about a few things, throw some stuff out there. I have plenty of stories and different things to share. So we're going to do a bunch of story times, car chats, everything. So we can talk about mental illness, we can talk about being a teenage mother, we can talk about being a single mother. When I tell you I'm not pulling no punches, I'm not hiding nothing, I'm gonna free myself and hopefully help you in the process. That is my goal. That's what I want to do. And then again, me and my husband will be on here. We'll talk about some stuff relationship wise, financial wise, the whole nine. We just want to share our lives. So hopefully you will enjoy this. Please, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me down below what you want to talk about, what you want to hear, what you want to see from this channel. Let's grow together. Love. Bye.